Hi guys, it's Penelope here. I'm going to share with you some of our really cool native Australian wildlife. First up, I have a Shingleback Lizard. These guys are commonly referred to by a multitude of different names. You got two-headed, stumpy tail, sleepy, pinecone, pineapple. We call her Elle. These guys are really cool. They're actually closely related to the blue-tongued lizard. However, they don't have that tail dropping ability that I went through before. These guys instead have a really fat tail, which is why they're sometimes known as the two-headed, because you can't always tell which end is which. The cool part about this tail is it's actually also used for food storage. So these guys are native all around Australia. They actually have quite a few subspecies and are often in areas where there might be less rainfall, less food growth, things like that. So the food storage tail comes in really handy. The other cool thing is when they're threatened, they'll curl up into a U shape, and then the predator can't always tell which end is which. And the problem with that is you don't want to go in for the wrong end and get bitten. Now these guys are really cool. If you look closely, you see how they kind of look like that pineapple shape. What it actually is, their scales actually have bony plates in them. So they pretty much have their own reinforced plate of armor, which is super duper cool. These guys are really special. They are monogamous and mate for life, so they choose their one partner. They'll get together at breeding season each year. And another really cool thing about them is they're actually viviparous, which means that they grow their young inside. These guys, their young when born take about 3 to 5 months, and they're actually already a third of the size of their parent. So naturally they can only hold 2 inside of them. Sometimes you can get more, but generally it's 2 just because of how big they are. So these guys are primarily, they'll eat fruits and vegetables, sometimes eating snails. That's one of their favorite things in a garden because they are very slow. So one problem that they face is that people bait snails. However, the best way to have these guys eating up your snails is to not bait them. So they'll just eat the snails. Also, they love strawberries. So plant strawberries and they shall come. Another problem that these guys face is pretty similar to a lot of our native wildlife. So that's our own pets, being cats and dogs. So one of their favorite food, especially in a suburban backyard, is dog food. So one thing that any person can do that owns a dog is, for one, you can feed your dog inside, but if that's not possible, all you have to do is put the dog food bowl in a bowl of water. Then these guys can't actually access it, and it saves them from getting attacked by a dog. Another thing that's super important, which I'll go through again later, is trying to keep your pets indoors at night time or at the crepuscular time, so dawn and dusk. Thanks guys.